Megan! How's it going? It's Yan and your old pal, Becky Earl.
Megarino! Hey!
We're hanging out this week, so I asked Becky if she wouldn't mind contributing to our critiques this week, so let's just go for it. I was so impressed with your images this week. Like, there were some that I just loved so stinking much, where I was like, yes, Megan nailed it. So yay for you. You improved on a ton of things that I talked to you about, which also made me super, super excited. So first image that I loved, this one. Oh my gosh. Me and Becky both agree. It's like, this image is priceless. A, I haven't seen it done 4,000 times. B, like you said, her expression is amazing. C, that hair. Yeah, holy crap. Yeah. Excuse me. Get a little excited. C, you didn't overexpose. You know, like that was, and you didn't process too bright, I felt like. Let me see. Sorry. Don't know why I'm a little more disorganized this week. Okay.
Is that straight on camera?
Okay, this is the edit.
Okay.
Yeah, your edit's still bright, but I like it. Yeah. It's a little blown on the shirt, for shame. And plus I see a little blue tone in her shirt. Like, the way I fix it, which is probably a slow, dumb way, but this is what I do. I select it with quick selection tool. I feather it. Ugh. And then I just go to my hue and saturation. And I take out the cyans and the blues. There's probably a better way to do that, but that's how I do it. Don't judge me, Becky. Let's see.
I'll show you later, Megan.
So that's the before. You can see the blue down here. And then when you click on the after I desaturated, it's just a lot cleaner white. Other than that, your edit's freaking rad. I think it's beautiful. I hate this. This is my only other complaint is like this thing right down the middle. I know you're shooting her in the street, so maybe if you had stepped over a little bit, but the most important parts, I feel like you nailed. I love your composition. I mean, she's in the center, but I don't care. It rocks. And there's so much energy here that it just makes me happy. Like, I'd want this on my wall because every time I look at it, it would make me smile. Yep. Becky hates this part. Becky?
I just would take that out because I know it's a tree, but it's not enough of the tree where it adds. It just kind of distracts just because also it's so dark on this white sky. So it doesn't add to the image, so I would just take it out.
Take it out.
Boom.
Okay, next. Oh,
Love.
This was our other favorite. Yeah,
Love.
dude. Perfect. So much happiness. So natural. Let's look at your edit
which is great.
Yeah. Oh, such a good black and white. I could go on and on about this image. One thing that you did, which you nailed, that we talked about before, is there's kind of 3 layers of depth going on here. His hands and the window kind of make up this foreground, and then his face is like, you know, the main focus, the mid, middle, yeah. And then his parents in the background, it's kind of like the background, so there's these layers of depth happening, and it brings you to the image, and it makes it feel like this is life. I love the lens, the focal length that you shot this with, 24, that's like one of my favorite focal lengths, and it's perfect for this image. So, yay.
Such a natural expression and moment, too.
Ugh, and everyone looks good.
Yeah.
I don't even have a critique for it.
Good job.
I'm sorry. Mom, I don't know what's on your wrist. It bugs me. That's the only critique I have for you, Megan. I'm sorry. But like, yay. I would put this on your website major, because this, you know, I say like you have such a voice that I can sense through all your work. This feels like you, 100%. So, this one. You know what? The original image, I would have scrapped. Let me go back and see what you said about this one. Okay, 8 p.m. This was right before we left the carnival. Secretly shot this. Guys with me and I just couldn't not take her picture. She was so comfortable. Okay, so the thing about this image is even though it's cool, like the bokeh, sometimes you have an image and you're brought more back into the moment of when you shot it, and so you love it, and you don't have kind of like that ability to step back and say, but will this image speak to the viewer in the same way? Now, the reason I think that this image doesn't speak to the viewer, the way you cropped it, is you were trying to crop this guy out, but again, it kind of put her right in the middle there. The other thing is in your processing, you cooled her way down.
It's too cool.
It's way too cool. So I think for darker skin, I tend to process it on the warm side. It looks a lot better when it's warm.
Plus, I know like a lot of African Americans like their skin warmer.
Really?
Yeah, I've have a friend who said that like, if it's too cool, they feel ashy.
Oh yeah, good call.
So,
good call. But you can see the blue tones and the blue tones in Mom's hair here in your edit, and so like Megan. I don't know if you know this. She doesn't like to do a lot of editing. She likes her images to be real. I think film would be such a good fit for you, Megan. I know you said you're pulled in that direction, so I say go for it. But while you are shooting digital, you kind of have to be selective with your edits. Like, I would have taken out this blue right here. Well, I would have warmed up the whole thing.
Warm it up. The little yellow, little red.
Yep. It's like not enough.
Yeah, way more.
What do you think?
And then a little more red. More.
Looking good.
See, already I like the image better.
That looks so much better. Yeah, I like the image better. And I like the lights better, too, because they feel brighter, warmer, more inviting. So I guess it was just the coolness really, like, was off-putting to me, especially for such an intimate moment. It just wasn't in harmony. So that's my main gripe there. Good job on the cropping, though. No weird chopping. Not too bad. Mom's elbow. I don't mind that. So, moving on. Oh, is that all of them? Yeah, you only did 3. Weird. Last week we had 6. So, I feel like, Megan, that you have, like, actually listened to the things I've told you and really made some changes. And for that, I feel really proud of you. I think that the thing for you to do now is just to continue developing your eye and not settling for subpar mediocre images, you know? Like, really being hard on yourself and saying, like, is this just good to me or is it going to be good to other people? Not because you're like, oh, what are other people going to think? You should definitely stay true to what you love, but be critical as in, like, does this image have power? Does it have punch? Is it going to speak to somebody? And be tough on yourself, because I think that you like to get a little bit loosey-goosey and sometimes it can get sloppy. You can use that as a strength. It makes for more interesting images when used well.
Yeah.
But you...
almost on purpose sloppy, though.
Yes, it has to be on purpose sloppy.
Yeah.
Like Tara Whitney's such a good example of that.
Yes, perfect.
So, things to keep in mind, Megan, but I think you're on your way, and I've seen a lot of change from the first week. So, yahoo! Okay, peace out, homie.
Later.